Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake. Last time we actually found ourselves a little translator. She's right over here. We're going to be using her to try to talk to Dr. Marv. He's somewhere north of the tower building, in the concentration camp. We found her in the ladies' room, because, yeah, she's a lady. She disguised herself as a soldier, but she's still not gonna go into the men's room, of course. We did find ourselves a bucket in the men's room. And I actually need to correct myself from last time. We're not going to be using that bucket. Seems to be a useless item. Not too sure why I actually remembered using that thing, but no, apparently that is a useless item. But at least with that rectification out of the way, me misremembering that I actually needed to use that here in the sewers, we are still going to traverse these sewers, of course. Even without any items, we are still going to go through here. Be careful for the machines that actually run around the corridors here. If they actually run over you, you're going to get game over immediately. That also happens if you actually fall into a trapdoor. Yeah, other than that, the pathway's actually pretty linear. It's actually pretty difficult to get lost here. We just need to be careful for all of the machinery that goes around here. Like this guy, for instance. But luckily we are able to see them on the radar. All of the blinking dots. Excluding the blinking dot that is with us. That is Gustava, obviously. It's going to be one of those machines, therefore easily avoided. Now, once we reach the end of this place, we actually find another elevator. Let's go see where this will actually bring us. First floor of something. Now, let's go take a look what that something is. This will actually take us to a jail cell. However, this is going to be Madnor's jail cell. Oh, Gustava, Snake. Doctor, you're alright. You've lost some weight, Madnor. And you haven't changed a bit, Snake. Snake, we must hurry. Dr. Marv is waiting. You mean Marv is still alive? I thought I could escape through this passageway, but the elevator wouldn't open from the inside. Gustava, you and the doctor get behind me. We're moving out. No, wait, Snake. I have something to give to you. I swiped it from a guard. This is card 5. Lead the way, Snake. I'll follow you. And suddenly we have 2 people following us. We're becoming a party of 3 all of a sudden. Always love going in circles like this. But anyway, enough playing around. We have Dr. Madnor with us now. Still no Dr. Marv. But we are not done in the sewers yet. There's actually another pathway we can take. As we may know, that is going to take us even further north. At some point we're going to want to reach that crevice that actually separates the tower building and an area even further to the north. And that is where we need to go. Going into this door obviously is going to require keycard number 5. So there's no way to get here without getting Dr. Madnor first. Now let's go see where this passageway will actually lead us. Snake, wait. I can't go on. I must rest a little. Snake? Alright. We'll take a short break. Please excuse me. I have some business to take care of. That's strange. What are you going to do? But anyway, in the meantime, we can actually start talking to each other. How odd. Give the guy a break. He's an old man. He can't hold it like he used to. He's going to look for the men's room. No, I mean us. A world-renowned scientist, a former Olympic athlete, and an ex-special agent, trudging together through a sewer. Fate can be funny sometimes. Fate? Yes, perhaps you're right. You know, when I was a little girl, my mother used to tell me stories. About Poland during World War II, about the Warsaw Uprising, My mother spent days in sewers under the city, fleeing from the Nazis. Her skin and clothes were caked black with mud. You could not even see her face. My mother and I are much alike. We are both haunted by war. Gustava, why did you quit skating and join STB? You'd think an Olympic medalist would get the royal treatment, even in the East. Not exactly. It was something about the ice. It felt cold. The ice? Snake, are you married? No, I don't have a family. You? I'm all alone. And it's not like I like being single either. Perhaps I simply never had the chance. What about a boyfriend? Once, only once, I thought about getting married. It was back when I was still skating. I was deeply, madly in love. It still hurts to think about it. He was a Western man. His name was Frank Hunter. He was handsome, well-mannered, intelligent, but always afraid. I would have thrown it all away for him. My family, skating, everything. I would have followed him anywhere. You would have defected? Yes, but it was not to be. The West rejected my bid for asylum at the last minute. Some sort of political reasons. I still don't understand. They probably just didn't have room for you. It happens all the time. Ever since, my family and I have lived in a nightmare. We have lost our right to compete. We're branded as refuseniks. I had no choice but to go into STB. But I have no regrets. When I was on the ice, I only knew the ice. Now I know so much more. I have even killed a man. Oh wow. That's something to be proud of. What about him? Did you ever? I never saw him again. Our Berlin Wall was too high for either of us to climb. Hello again. Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, finally back. That was a long restroom break. That was some bathroom break. Hey, those were my words, Snake. Let's go, Snake. Indeed. It did give us the opportunity to have a deep conversation. One that actually did not involve an old man. Time for us to actually go into this next elevator. And now we're even further to the north, so... Hopefully we are past the tower building, and this is going to bring us to the point where we need to be. To finally rescue Dr. Marv. First floor. Next section of the game. This looks like a giant crevice we see to the north, so I think we are actually good. Be careful for this area. It is going to be littered with mines, so I would actually suggest equipping the mine detector in this area. There's no reason to equip a different item, so I think this will actually do fine. You can actually see some mines in the next screen to the left over there. These trucks. You could pick them up if you want to. I will, however, actually skip out on them for now. There's also some trucks here, as you can see, and I will actually pick these later. We will find out why in a minute. First, we're going to continue. We'll be back here later. Here's a single truck. Do be careful, because it's also surrounded by mines. Make your way around and find a bridge to actually cross the crevice. A bridge. We can only cross it one at a time. Let me go first. I haven't got long to live anyway. No one will miss me if I fall. Are you sure about that, Doctor? Yeah, looks stable enough. He's able to cross it quite safely. It's alright. You can come across. Okay, I'll go next. See you on the other side. It's safe, Snake. Hurry and cross over. Okay, if you say so. Here I come. Whoa! What the hell? Gustava! Oh, that does not look good. Gustava. Snake. I knew I couldn't do it. Couldn't find my footing off the ice. I was always skating around. I never learned to plant my 2 feet on the ground and walk. The ice is starting to thaw between the east and the west. Gustava, it's time to start planting your feet on the ground. Take control of your life and start living. Gustava, don't give up now. It's too late for me. I've seen enough people die already to know that I'm beyond saving. Just my luck. Just when I'd met someone wonderful again. I would have liked to see you skate again. Thank you. Take this. It's card 6. And this. It is my brooch. To use it, you... How? How do I use it? I can't hold on. Frank. And there she goes. Snake! Snake! Oh, he's captured again. Oh. And then... Metal Gear? Snake! It's me! Grey Fox! Grey Fox? Yeah, remember him from the first game? He was actually one of the FOXHOUND agents that also infiltrated Outer Heaven. We actually saved him at some point. He pointed us out towards how to continue back then, the moment we saved him. It looks like he is also still present. And also on the other side. This bridge is closed. I'm taking Madnar with me. Tell you what, Snake. For old time's sake, I'll do you a favor and let you live. If you can get your sorry carcass out of here. You hear me? Go home. Now. Think it over, Snake. Fox! You won't get rid of me that easily. Yeah, it looks like Grey Fox also on the other side. Just like our good old friend Carl Schneider back in the beginning of this game. And it seems he even killed Gustava. One of ours. On our side. And also our translator for Dr. Marv. Unfortunately, she was killed. The bridge was actually destroyed. Dr. Madnar was taken. And Grey Fox, just like a few other former friends of ours from FOXHOUND, seem to be on the side of the bad guys now. Let's go enter the skull now. Snake, you remember the veranda in the tower building they use for parachute jump training? If you have a hang glider, you can jump from there straight over the crevice. There should be a hang glider on the east side of the first floor of the Zanzibar building. I saw it once at Thanksgiving. See ya! Well, at least we have an alternative way to cross the crevice now. With the bridge being destroyed, that is of course going to be a problem. Looks like I'm full on mines, so crawling over them is not really going to help me. Yeah, 30 is the maximum, so don't really have to do it for that. However, we can actually get some stuff from these trucks now. We do still need to crawl, even though we're not able to carry the mines, because otherwise they're going to kill us the moment we try to go into these trucks. So let's go clean them up. Rations, B1 unit, some plastic explosives. Truck number 2, hand grenades. And then truck number 3, ammo for our handgun by the looks of it. 200 ammo, the maximum we can carry. And the final truck, radio-controlled missiles. And an important item for the upcoming mission we need to do, gas grenades. Make sure to actually have these. They're not per se required, but they will actually make the next part a lot easier. This truck over here, yeah, just has some mines. And we know we're full on those, so no need to actually go for those. Let's use the new keycard we actually got to enter the tower building. Now that we have the keycard, we don't actually have to use the sewers anymore to actually get to that part. But our next goal is going to be the Zanzibar building. Even though we do need to go look for that veranda we actually heard about earlier. In order to actually jump off the tower building and that way get to the other side. We first need to have a hand glider. Because jumping off a building is fun, but if we don't have a way to survive it, it is not going to help us. And therefore, we're gonna go back towards the Zanzibar building yet again to pick up the hand glider that Holly actually saw there. It is going to be on the only part of the first floor we have not done yet. And that is where we can actually find it. Blip, 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 blip. I always love that sound. Hey guys. You're stupid enough to not notice I'm here. Don't want to get spotted, of course. So, wait for him to turn. And still get spotted. Give me that ration. Oh, I'm full on those. Oh, never mind. In that case, I'm going to use the truck to actually get rid of the alert mode. Eventually, they're going to run out of dudes. How many soldiers can one army have? Come on, hurry up. There we go. They ran out of dudes. Let's go use some rations so I can carry a new one. And we can continue with full health. Mines, remember. We're not able to spot them because I don't have the mine detector on, but they're still here. It is not like mines are not going to be there if you don't have the mine detector equipped. And I think we're safe. Alright. Returning to the jungle. I don't think I have to cut this out. It's a pretty short walk back. The tower building and the Zanzibar building. It looks like they are far apart, but in a matter of minutes we can actually walk between the two. We are already here. Let's wait for the green beret guy to actually move aside. Pick out a red keycard. Oh, speaking of colored keycards. Now that we have the cards 4, 5 and 6, we can actually also upgrade those to a general keycard. So, not a bad idea to immediately go in here. We found the red card here last time. But now, with keycard number 6, we can actually move into the first side room. As you can see on the map, there's actually 2 side rooms. One to the left and one to the right. The one to the left will actually have the blue card. Which is obviously going to be the card for 4, 5 and 6. Every single door that opens up with card 4, 5 and 6, we can now use the blue card. That will clean up our inventory a bit. Now, continuing with the story. There's one part on the first floor we haven't seen yet. You can already see it on the radar. The part to the right of us, that room. That is indeed where we can find the hand glider. However, it is of course not going to be as simple as simply walking in there and picking up the hand glider. If we try to go in there, we're immediately going to get killed because the radar already shows there's plenty of soldiers in there. There's a way to actually get around that. For that, we're going to return to the 4th floor and actually pick up something else before we actually go in there. Going in there and getting killed is not going to help us, so we need something else. And that is actually making use of one of the advices the children actually talked about at some point. Namely the one that actually said that all of the soldiers always stand up and salute whenever hearing the national anthem. That is what we're going to try to make use of. But first we need to wait to actually play the national anthem. So that is what we're going to do next. Returning to the 4th floor. Only this time we're going to take the other way. Last time we went up and to the left on this intersection. Now we're going to go right. We have the proper keycard for that now, so... Let's go check out these rooms. First this room over here. This one is none required, but let's go explore it anyway. 2 children and a lot of mannequins again. The first kid will talk about the infirmary again, and medicine. Something we'll also be meeting up with in a minute. But the second one... Wanna know a secret? You know Gustava's brooch? It changes shape whenever you put it in the sauna or the freezer. Okay. That is indeed something we're going to remember. This brooch we actually got from Gustava. It seems it actually can change shape. Whenever in cold or whenever in warm conditions, it will change shape. Remember this. This is something we'll be using later on. So definitely not a bad idea to go into this room. Now, continuing, we actually do over there. But looking at my time, I can see we've passed 20 minutes already. So I think this new room is actually what I'm going to use to cut the episode and call it a day. Let's make sure I actually survive this room. Get you out of the way. And then we can actually call it quits. Thank you all for watching the next episode of Metal Gear 2. Things did not actually go too well for us story-wise. Our new friend Gustava, we were starting to know her. We were starting to become friends. And she actually got killed by Grey Fox, a returning FOXHOUND agent from the first game, who apparently also is siding with the bad guys now. Next time we will continue, and I will say Treecks out.